So this is actually one of the baddest motorcycles out there. It's so bad that one, most people don't even know about it, but two, they actually underestimated, they actually told people it was a smaller engine than what it actually was. This is the Kawasaki Vulcan 2000. What's up guys, I'm Sean from Srkcycles. And this video is brought to you guys by Rockform. It's one of the best motorcycle foam mounts that I've actually seen ever. It's the only one I use right now. And this is the Kawasaki Vulcan 2000, that is correct. It is a 2000cc motor, which is honestly the same size as engines that they're putting in, you know, small SUVs, which is why I don't buy small SUVs. Kawasaki made this bike from 2004 to 2010, and it actually ran a quarter mile in 12.4 seconds, which is a hair faster than the big bad VTX 1800. And to compare that with cars, that's about as fast as the second gen Dodge Viper. Not only is this motorcycle just a big bad muscle bike, it's also a great highway cruiser. That's kind of what Kawasaki was looking for when they made this thing. That's why it's able to cruise at 70 miles an hour at 2,500 RPMs. That's also why it's got a top speed of 150 miles an hour. But because of the ergonomics and the air and the wind and stuff like that, honestly, probably over 90 is, you know, going to feel pretty horrifying. But if you wanted to talk down, you know what I mean, it does have the capabilities. When the Vulcan 2000 came out, it had an MSRP of just under $14,000. But now you can steal these things for just under $6,000. I mean, less than $6,000 for a big, giant, powerful motorcycle like this. That's pretty, I think we sold ours for 55, you know, with less than 20,000 miles on it. So all the big manufacturers have their big bad bikes. Honda has their VTX 1800, Yamaha has their Stradaliner 1900, Yamaha has their Raider 1900, Suzuki has their big bad M109R. None are as big as bad as this one. Now all the other ones, they all round up. If it's a 1900, it's actually like, you know, 1858. This one actually rounded down. It's actually a 2056cc motor. They rounded down to 2000. Makes it 125 cubic inches, which is ginormous. That's even bigger than the Harley Davidson 120R motor. And if you look down at the engine, you see it's got chrome covers on top, but underneath there's this cool little crackle, you know, gloss black paint, which looks really awesome. And it's gonna keep the bike looking better, you know, as it wears on. This thing sports a 5-speed gearbox, fuel injection instead of carburation, and 141 foot-pounds of torque. It's almost an unheard amount of torque in a motorcycle. I can't wait to ride it. And just to clarify, this is not an entry-level motorcycle. This is an extremely powerful, big, and heavy bike. It's 820 pounds. And just pulling it, just bringing it off the kickstand, you can really feel the weight. It is not a light motorcycle. You might be wondering, you're like, okay, why would anyone want a bike like that? And if that's the question you're asking, my only answer is, run along, child. Let the adults talk. Because you're gonna come to a point in your life where you're like, I want a big, giant man's motorcycle. I don't want to just hop on a bike and ride a bike. I want to tame the beast, you know what I mean? I want to ride something big, heavy, dangerous, awesome, and this is it. This is the bike. Let's take it for a spin. All right, guys, do the words of wisdom. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life a ransom for many. Clamp that into my rock form. Bam. Now I got my phone. I'm excited to ride this thing. I do love these motorcycles. Like I was saying before, I've tried a lot of different phone mounts. I've never seen anything I liked as much as this one. The cool thing is it comes with it. You also buy the case that you put your phone in, and then you just lock it in. The thing's solid, it's not going anywhere. You can put this on a dirt bike, it's not going anywhere. Guys, if you're interested in a phone case like this, check out Rockform. They're great people. Use promo code Srkcycles25. It'll be written down the screen to get a discount. Man, I can't wait to ride this bike. 141 foot-pounds. Whoa! 141 foot-pounds of torque. That is awesome. That's obnoxious. Actually, that's so obnoxious. I'm gonna fix that right now. I'm so sick and tired of seeing people with like giant keychains on their bikes. They end up scratching stuff. It's a tragedy. Put that in the saddlebag. Ah, man, this is a fun bike. Not only did you guys forget about this bike, I forget about this bike all the time. I've actually only ever had two of these, in my entire lifetime. Any chance I can get my hands on one, I buy them because they're awesome bikes. They're tons of fun and they're just a great ride. Normally when you think about muscle bikes, you're thinking about the M109 and then the Raider and the VTX 1800 and stuff like that, but Kawasaki made one too. Why is this guy going so slow? A lot of what this motorcycle reminds me of is for the reasons why I like the Road King and I like the Yamaha Road Star. This is in that same type of category. It's just, it's big, it's comfortable, the handlebars come the whole way back to you. I like that there's no windshield. I'm sure you can put a windshield on it if you wanted to. I'm sure there's kits for it. But I like that there's no windshield. It's just me and the road. They're simple bikes. You can put bags on the back if you need it. You know what I mean? If you want to do a trip with it, yeah, jam all your stuff in the bags. Pack light, throw a backpack on. There's not much to it. There's no radio. It's very simple. There's not much going on, but it's got going on the bare necessities of all that I really need. Big giant motor on a couple of wheels. What more can you ask for? It's a very, very comfortable bike. The ergonomics of it are great. My knees are about a 90 degree angle. But the best part about it is just feeling that big old torque. Let's go jump on the highway and see what we can do 0 to 60 in. I'm guessing 5. I'm guessing 5 seconds 0 to 60. I know I can't do I gotta at least shift in the second gear to do it. But it's a nice warm day. Everything's nice and dry, so that should be good. 1, 2. There. It got to 60 pretty quick. And then it continued to get the whole way up to the speed limit. Whoa! Wow! That was amazing. I'm on the wrong bike to keep up with that guy. This is just a great highway cruiser. Feels great on the highway. Wind at your chest. Loving this. And it just has, it's got that, it's geared to go a whole lot faster. So what's nice is you know, any normal highway speed, the bike's not working very hard. I mean, they said at 65 miles an hour, the bike's around like 2,200 RPMs. I mean, that's creeping. That's barely above idle. But if you need to pass somebody, you don't even need to downshift. Guys, just to clarify, Srkcycles is actually a dealership in Landisville, Pennsylvania, which is in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. And we ship motorcycles all over the country. If you want to see most times I'm test driving bikes that are in the current inventory, but because all the videos are all left online, unless you're watching the most current stuff, a lot of this stuff is sold. So the best way to figure out what's not sold is to check out our website, Srkcycles.com. And then we will ship we'll ship any bike anywhere in the country. It's very easy. Oh yeah. And it's a lot of fun. Alright guys, hey guys, if you were wondering what kind of gloves I'm wearing, these are of course M1 Moto gloves. I actually had these gloves manufactured with Kevlar lined inside of them. You can get them at bikesandbeardsgear.com. We will see you guys later. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where are you going? Gotta get up to the speed limit. Alright.